Right, this video is very important because I think this is something that all new parents, especially dads, have to hear at some point in the early days of parenting.
You're watching out for Daddy. Hey, that's my dad.
Hey there! Welcome to Aphrodaddy. So it's no secret that the first few years of parenting is actually the hardest. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that there's so many life changes that are happening at once. Your finances are taking a huge hit for the first time, and there's a lot of physical damage your body takes from lack of sleep and not eating properly. And of course, if you're a mom who has gone through pregnancy, there's all of that stuff. And that's if things kind of go according to plan. If you have complications like your child is getting sick, or your child was prem, or there are issues in the world or within your family, a difficult period in parenting can become almost impossible. For us as a family, we really experienced that a lot for the first 3 years after Eli was born. Remember, we already had an 18-month-old baby at the time, which already makes things interesting. Difficult is a better way of saying interesting. And Eli was born a month prem, and he kind of had jaundice when he was born, and later on he got a bit of a respiratory tract infection, which he still struggles with a bit today. There's a whole bunch of stuff kind of colluded together to make that period of our lives really difficult. And throw on top of all of that the fact that he was quite a sensitive child who did cry a lot and didn't sleep very well, which meant we didn't sleep very well for a very, very long time. And you would understand how difficult that period for us really was. That was a few years ago now, but I still remember being in like the real thick of it, struggling with lack of sleep, struggling with my mental and physical health, struggling to keep everything together, and thinking, this is awful, and feeling like my entire life was going to be like this. Like this kind of struggle and pain and difficulty was what fatherhood and my life was going to be like from that point on. And I wish someone would have told me, listen, this is tough. You are going through a tough time, and that is not a lie, but it does get better. I wish they would have told me that it gets better in two ways. Firstly, your child starts to grow up and they start to become less needy and dependent on you, and they start to sleep better, and that means you start to sleep better and you start to enjoy being a parent. And secondly, you do become a better parent. You learn to adapt and you learn how to cope with the difficulties that come with parenting, and you do it easily. And I think that second one is extra important because parenting kind of is like physical training. You know, at first lifting a certain weight or running a certain distance seems impossible, but after working at it for a while and after a little bit of time, you realize I'm doing it. This thing that I thought was impossible, this thing that I thought I could not do, I'm doing kind of easily and without even thinking about it. And I know from talking to dads in the communities that I'm a part of and the new dads that I just know that many new dads are struggling with this right now. And to add on top of the struggle that they're going through, they feel guilty about struggling. And maybe part of the problem is that they look at dads, maybe like myself or other dads who are further along in their parenting journey than they are, and they say, but those guys aren't struggling. They look like they have it all together. Maybe I shouldn't be struggling. Maybe I'm a bad dad. So the struggle adds to guilt. It's an awful feeling, and I remember feeling just like that. So I think what I'm trying to say, just to kind of wrap this all up in a short way, is that if you're a parent, and especially a dad who is really struggling through parenting right now, where parenting itself is really tough, don't feel bad about that. The fact that you're struggling kind of means that you're a good parent. And I think I can say fairly confidently that if you're the kind of person that would watch a video like this, or if someone sent you a video like this, it's probably because you're the kind of parent who gives a damn. And I think the parents who truly care, who truly try their best at parenting, are the kind of parents that will find themselves in 2 or 3 years looking back and going, wow, that was a tough time, but I'm so happy where I am now. I want to end this video by talking to the parents who have kind of gotten through that tough early period already. Do me a favor, leave a comment below, just giving a bit of support to the parents who are currently in it. Either you can tell your own story about what you struggled with and how you got through it and where you are now, or you can just leave a comment saying, hey, new dad, new mom, I know you're struggling with this, but you will get through it, we're here with you. And of course, you can do that in real life as well. You don't just have to comment on this video. You can call a friend or send a message to a new dad who knows going through a bit of a tough time and say, hey dude, I don't have any advice for you, but I do know that you're going to get through this, and it's going to be okay. I know it's tough right now, but you're gonna get through it, and parenting will be a joy very, very soon. And let's add a little bit of positivity to the new parenting journey. Seems like it can't go wrong. Seems like a good thing to do. Join me in doing that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will chat to you soon. Aphrodaddy out.
You're watching Aphrodaddy. Hey, that's my dad.